You're watching Q&A, clearly the live and interactive forum where you get to ask the questions. Our next question tonight, and it's a very different one, it comes from Peter Thornton.
Thanks, Tony. I'm here together with my colleagues Ian Scott from the Defence Force Welfare Association and Mr John Coleman from the Superannuated Commonwealth Officers Association, and we are here representing the interests of nearly 600,000 currently serving Defence Force and Commonwealth staff and retirees, and principally because retirement benefits under successive governments have continually eroded to a point that a lot of retirees now have to actually draw on welfare. So my question is...
Specifically defence retirees. You're talking about veterans primarily?
Well, and by welfare you mean the age pension.
Yeah, correct. And in the case of war widows and orphans, the war widows pension and other benefits such as that. So my question, Tony, and to the panel, retired federal politicians have their pensions increased by movements in parliamentary salaries and allowances, and age pensioners have their pensions indexed by a combination of inflation and wages, rightly so. So why is it that retired Defence Force and Commonwealth personnel have their pensions adjusted by the consumer price index only, when that index that was rightly deemed to be insufficient in itself for age pensioners and others more than a decade ago?
OK, just before we get you to answer that, Minister, we've been inundated with emails and web questions on this topic. Let me read you a couple quickly. John Forrest of Victoria quotes this: "A digger is someone who wrote a blank cheque made payable to Australia for an amount of up to and including my life." And Greg Carroll of Queensland says, "If your government is grateful to the Defence Force personnel who risk and give their lives for Australia, why are retirees struggling to live on pensions that are not even adjusted at the same rate as old age pensioners?" Clearly a lot of passion around this issue. We've got thousands of emails about this. Lindsay Tanner, is the government going to do anything about it?
We came to office, Tony, with a commitment to conduct an expert review of this question. It applies with respect to public... Well, thank you.